Space Jam Continuum with Chris McLennan and Cal Noble. Hello, I'm Chris McLennan.
I'm Cal Noble.
And we are going to do a little experiment.
Yeah.
It may get reasonably far, it may not, but it's
going to be a horrible time. It's just,
yeah. So, as it seems to be the trendy thing to do at the minute, we thought what we need is more coherent, ongoing, never-ending cinematic universes.
Yeah.
They seem to...
Yeah, Marvel seems quite popular.
They seem to rake in that dollar.
Yeah.
So, we're going to try and reconcile Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies.
Oh, reconcile such a solid word for what's going to happen.
Into one coherent cinematic universe. So we've just watched the first short in which two Looney Tunes characters co-star, pretty much. We've skipped some.
Yeah.
We've gone to...
Straight into kind of recognisable characters.
Recognisable characters that aren't racist.
Yes, the characters themselves aren't particularly racist.
So we've skipped the Bosco era, and we've gone in April 1937 for Porky's Duck Hunt, which is the first one with Porky Pig and Daffy Duck turn up together. And we've already got some issues.
Yeah. Yes, we have. It was there's a little scene, some fish get drunk. I don't even know how that happens.
But then they just... They're definitely blackface fish.
Yeah.
So we might have...
As soon as they get into that boat and start rowing down the river...
Yeah, we might...
And one of them starts singing.
They start singing and doing some sort of barbershop sort of bits, but it's... And then later on there's more blackface for what I can only describe as no discernible reason whatsoever.
Yeah. He did pop up, just randomly out of the water. He wasn't in any other part of it. He just emerged from the water... Made a quick appearance, and then descended back in the water and was never seen again.
Yeah. So
does he live there?
Even skipping the Bosco era, we're going to run into some iffy stuff. We'll try and glaze over it and not make it
too much of a
canon.
Yeah.
There are some episodes we're not going to be watching. There's a sense of 11 episodes which we're taking out of circulation, which we're just refusing
to. No, it doesn't need talking about. Doesn't need bringing up.
It doesn't need to be put in.
No.
But anything else, is going to be in there. But we've got some issues. For a start, so Porky Pig keeps a dog.
Yeah, he seems to have a pet dog.
But also, another hunter in the episode is a dog.
Yeah.
Who's presumably operating on the same sort of cognitive level as
Porky. Yeah, I'd assume
so. There's some sort of rift that's going to need dealing with at some point.
Yeah, there's definitely still animals that are just kind of base level animals, and then you've got kind of more humanoid-esque animals.
Yeah. I'm wondering if, with the fish incident, drunkenness is part of that.
Okay, so you think
because those fish, they were just fish at the time.
Yeah. Then they got drunk. You're suggesting Porky's drunk?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm not judging.
No.
I'm just saying, from the information we currently have, that is the only point
that anything's went from lesser animal to humanoid-esque
animal.
I'm not saying animals are obviously lesser than humans, but
yeah, it's just So that's going to need thinking
addressing.
About. Yeah. He also has a human neighbour.
Yeah.
So that they're definitely coexisting just fine.
Yeah.
At this.
Yeah. They seem to get on, pretty well.
So he lived upstairs from Porky. He didn't seem to get on pretty well.
Well, I know, but we don't know what their general day-to-day kind of interactions are like. But he did just get shot from Porky downstairs.
It was a reasonable reaction.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, but the animals, the conscious sort of humanoid animals, live with humans
in perfect harmony.
But the humans definitely seem to be the minority. We only see two. We see a lot of hunters, and they're all like dogs and things.
Yeah,
and then there's two humans. There's the guy who lives upstairs, and there's the racist stereotype who pops out the lake and then hides back in the lake. So maybe humans aren't
as commonplace
at this juncture.
Possibly.
This juncture, which we presume to be, I guess, set contemporary, so in 1937, so far as our timeline.
Yes, it did seem to kind of look that way when you were looking at the house that he was living in, the things he had about. They weren't setting it any particularly earlier.
Because I think what we need to try and do is make two timelines. We have one timeline which is, basically already done for us, which is this is the order of release, but then there's going to be a lot of period cartoons that come up.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to put those in
kind of
a vague place
into where they would fit into the Looney Tunes timeline.
Yeah, which we're going to call the Space Jam Continuum.
Yeah.
I think that's Space Jam. Space Jam's a logical target.
Yeah.
For what we're trying to.
If we can get everything to fit in with kind of that.
Yeah.
Then that would kind of help.
It gives us an anchor. Yeah. It gives us
a solid routine.
A light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes. Yeah.
Which looks like it's going to be a long, dark, slightly racist tunnel.
It's going to be weird. Very weird.
Yeah, we should watch another episode.
Let's crack on.
Well, just see what episode is the next one with characters. So we've got Porky's Duck Hunt. So next one is Porky and Gabby. Again, Gabby Goat in. Gabby Goat's coming in.
Gabby the Goat.
Yeah. Not a particularly favourite Looney Tunes character,
no.
but a recognisable one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna skip out and watch Porky and Gabby. So if you want to watch along, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just watched Porky and Gabby. I don't think it answered a lot of questions.
No.
We've got a few bits of to work with.
Yeah, I didn't raise too many questions.
So that's something.
Yeah, I think it's helpful if we're going to get a few episodes like that.
Yeah, I think those episodes are going to start to become sort of sweet relief.
Respite, yeah. Oh God, no questions. Brilliant. Next.
So Porky and Gabby,
going camping.
Going camping.
Yeah.
And seemingly just repeatedly injuring each other through various.
Yeah. It was
antics.
I think Gabby came off kind of worse because he got run over twice at least.
He got run over 3 times in total, I believe.
Yeah.
Porky just once.
Yeah.
But they're pretty robust. There's never any sort of ongoing injury.
No, they don't. They're
never bandaged up.
No.
We didn't even see a lot of Gabby occasionally got a bump.
Yeah, he got a bump on his head right at the start, which he seemed pretty miffed about. But that went away
within seconds.
We assume very quickly.
We presume there wasn't a
3-hour journey in between scenes.
But it might go some way to explaining the longevity of these creatures.
Yeah,
because
they've got some sort of
super healing abilities.
Yeah,
which is why they live presumably
for a very long time,
long period of time,
and don't really seem to age. I mean, Porky does change over time, but don't we all?
Because he's that's something we've noticed. He's a lot piggier,
very piggy
at the start.
Yeah,
than we remember him.
Yes,
in later.
Well, especially from from when I was a kid, he was definitely a pig, but not that just looks like a pig wearing pants.
Yeah, he's got more sort of
neck rolls.
Neck rolls.
Neck rolls.
Yeah.
There's no nicer way of saying it. He's got neck rolls.
He's got neck rolls.
Yeah.
Which is fine, he's a pig.
Well, yeah, he should have neck rolls. I mean, can you imagine getting just an ordinary pig standing upright? It's not gonna sit right on its frame.
It's not.
It's not gonna sit right on its frame.
It's not gonna be a proud.
No, especially if you stuck it in pants and a waistcoat.
Yeah, you're just
gonna look.
You're asking for trouble.
You really are. Probably get bitten.
But yeah, I'm starting to see that there's always a humanoid dog character, and they're never on side. The humanoid dog characters seem to be antagonistic.
Yes,
not villains, but
just
they don't seem to get on well with the rest of the humanoid animals. There seems to be some sort of feud there.
Yeah, but very low level sort of feud. Like you say, they're not actively trying to.
Yeah, they just don't want to be friends.
Yeah, they don't get on.
Yeah.
Whereas Porky and Gabby seem to get on reasonably well.
Yeah, I mean
they have a solid friendship, despite the.
I mean, it was a pretty non-stop violent tirade.
Yes, oh god, yeah.
And they still seem to be friends.
Yeah.
Throughout and at the end of it.
And Porky gets hits with a shovel from Gabby. Gabby hits Porky with a shovel.
Yeah,
at some point.
They still
just to kill a fly.
They're still buds at the end.
Yeah.
So there's that to think about.
Yeah.
But otherwise, pretty plain sailing episode.
Yeah, there's no problems there, I don't think.
So looking at Porky's building now.
Yeah,
that's the next one. June 19th, 1937. We have skipped over a couple of censored 11 ones there. They have these ones have pretty innocuous names. Well, innocuous from a racism perspective anyway. Clean Pastures and Uncle Tom's Bungalow seems a bit sinister.
Yeah,
but for different reasons.
Sounds like something I don't want to watch.
Yeah,
really.
That's why we're skipping. So yeah, we're watch Porky's building now. So if you're watching along, that's what you're searching for. Right, well, a lot happened there.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, a lot happened there.
Yeah,
we've gotten more insight into the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know for better or for worse.
No, like now we know Porky has a job, at least one job. He's one of the two only contractors in Unnamed City. Yeah,
where there's a monkey for a mayor.
Yeah,
and he's got
way too much money.
Yeah, like I was gonna I've written it. I'm gonna write like the economy must be pretty solid.
Yeah, it's booming
because the monkey's solution to trying to decide who should build this new
city hall,
yeah, when Porky and Dirty Diggs,
yeah,
gave the same quote, was that they both build a building,
and it's a race,
and then one of them's just the winner,
yeah.
Which is like, so it's like, okay, I've got this £300 million
building
bill,
yeah,
and we've got this £300 million bill. So I think the best solution is to pay
build
presumably £600 million and build both buildings.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very loose weave way of operating.
very loose weave.
But that means that whatever sort of system of government that's in place, like, it's either doing pretty well or it's about to collapse horribly.
Yeah. Because that's not maintainable.
No.
I don't know what kind of taxes these animals are paying. Well, it was all animals. It didn't see any humans kicking about at this point.
No, but
I don't know what sort of taxes they're paying, but it's got to be either very hefty,
or
very hefty taxes.
But I don't know, because it's like a lot of the animals definitely have been employed on that site due to specific genetic traits rather than so like Porky. He's just doing.
He's just a contractor
work,
using his hands.
But you've got pelicans being used to mix cement
in their bills.
You've got
turtles,
little turtles using their shells, which flip
and have wheels on the top. Carry them about.
Like, and they seem perfectly happy with this. It's not like they're not in that servile animal class that we've seen.
No. It seems that is just their job. Like,
but they seem perfectly happy with that. So like, it's not considered taboo in this society to pick on people. Pick people for jobs, but essentially based on race.
Yes.
That's fine. It just seems fine as well. Everyone seems happy with it.
I mean, like they did have.
I mean, I wonder if that points towards, because, I mean, it might be why they wound up with the only two contractors in the city.
Possibly
because, people are just taking specific jobs due to their species.
Their species, yeah.
It may suggest some sort of massive eugenics program. It's just like we need more concrete mixers. Yeah. So get at it, you pelicans.
Off yous go. Take a week off.
Take a week off. Go somewhere nice.
I don't know how long it takes pelicans to what the turnaround for a pelican is.
Yeah, just bash it out in about 10 days.
Yeah, I don't know what standard turnaround of a pelican
because
is.
Because those sort of jobs, there were plenty of those animals.
Yeah.
Like all animals that had a specific job of work.
Yeah, there seem to be enough of them kicking out. But the thing is that there was other items of plant kicking about. Like it seemed that they probably could have just built a cement mixer. They didn't need a pelican to be the cement mixer because they had, albeit sentient diggers.
Yeah, I was going to say sentient machines.
Yeah,
like that digger definitely had a mouth. That other digger definitely had eyes.
So
doing things of its
possibly
own
not a machine. Possibly like they've just taken genetic modification to like a whole new level. So they've found an animal and just went to town on it and went, right, we need a digger.
But then it would seem odd to me that you've still got like
standard animals
in as jobs. Maybe they just haven't got around to that yet. Maybe it's a government experiment.
Perhaps it's a lot harder to turn a pelican into an actual cement mixer, like to look like a cement mixer, than it is to turn whatever they used to become the digger into a digger.
Yeah, but it's a definite, like, we've definitely got a class system emerging.
Yeah, because you've got people who are just like holding jobs and kind of doing, and then you've got people who are their jobs.
Yeah.
Or at least
and then
they are the item used for a job.
Previously, like, you've also got, you've got pets and things.
Yeah.
Like, which just seems fine. But maybe that's like a dom thing.
Yeah, possibly. Well, because that's it. Like you do get some people who just like to dress up and be dominated and just act as.
So maybe that's like when Porky's got a pet dog.
Yeah, it's some sort of like
it's someone who
dom sub sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Potentially. I mean, like if that dog had got up and talked at any point, then that would lend more credence to that. But that might happen.
But then maybe that's something they've arranged consensually between them.
That when Porky's out of work being a contractor, he's cleaning the house?
Maybe. But when Porky's out hunting or off on holiday with Gabby the goat or out working as a contractor,
he's... but let's not forget that dog that killed all those people.
Yeah.
That was weird. Like, where did that come
from?
I
forgot.
Yeah, where did that come from? Like, why on earth did that happen?
He was being slightly irritated by a crowd of people.
Yeah. And not even that bad. I mean, they were gathering round, which was silly.
It would have taken 1 second for him to just put the plunger down
and blow
up the hole that he needed to blow up.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why he was blowing up a hole, but they never really got mentioned, did it? As far as we know, that guy was building a hole.
Yeah.
Because that's how you build a hole, with dynamite. But there's no reason for why he was doing it.
No, because I presumed it was the foundations for the building, but then the buildings were over there, and it's like that's just
and you don't blow holes up for foundations; you dig them. With your sentient diggers.
Well, of course, but he was happy to blow up a group of people.
Yeah, just bystanders watching. They were interested.
And
he purposely walked over, got them to follow round, gather round the hole where all the dynamite was in. He then snuck off. And he didn't look back. He didn't do anything. He just pressed that plunger.
Cool guys
right down.
don't look at explosions, Cal.
Well, that is true.
They blow shit up and they walk away.
Yeah, and that's them done. But then there was no chunks went past.
But we've got to presume that there were chunks.
You've got to assume they died. But they're again based on the the longevity of these animals. Anyway, maybe they were okay.
Yeah, maybe.
But it doesn't say that's the thing. It doesn't actually clarify either way. Granted, none of those.
So that's going to be hanging in the air for a while, I think.
Yeah,
like there may have been a massive murder.
Yeah, so possibly in another episode we might see him behind bars at some point.
Maybe, but we're also we need to be on the lookout for someone getting blown up and seeing what the effect is.
Yeah,
on them.
Okay.
Our
first rabbit came in.
I don't think it's
Happy Rabbit. No.
Who becomes Bugs.
No, he did have very prehensile ears. He was able to kind of cheer with them,
literally flex.
Yeah, like he got his guns out. His ears had guns.
Yeah.
Not shooty guns.
Yeah.
Obviously, flexy guns.
He'd been feeding the swans.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh man, that was weird.
But Porky wouldn't pick the rabbit to be the bricklayer.
No, despite how many jumpers he had.
a lot of jumpers. But there might be a sort of pig-rabbit racism at play.
Yeah, possibly.
We'll see.
We will see in time.
It's a
big episode. It's good.
It's good. It's given us an insight into the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it's raised more questions than it's answered. Where do machines sit in the hierarchy of sentient beings?
Yeah.
Is there an Asimov sort of rule going on? Like,
it's going to be interesting. It is going to be, because I mean, earlier on, when Porky and Gabby were going on their little holiday, the car didn't seem to be overly sentient.
No, but it did.
Because I mean, it had its engine.
The outboard motor.
Yes, that was sentient.
That was sentient.
Yeah,
it didn't have a face or anything, but it definitely was actively chasing them at one point.
And could fly.
Yeah.
Which outboards, as far as I'm concerned, don't ever fly.
No, and it would be flying the wrong way as well.
Yeah.
Because the outboard would have to be running in reverse.
Yeah.
To pull that, to have any lift that way.
Yeah, I'd have wings.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay, so next up, Porky's Super Service. July 3rd, 1937. So yeah, the Porky's Super Service, check it out. We're gonna. Okay, Porky's Super Service then.
Yeah.
Some of our questions answered alarmingly quickly.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah,
it's a good sign going forward.
I'm happy we've got questions coming up and questions being answered relatively quickly, because then we don't have to worry about them again.
In Porky's building, we were wondering what
sort of taxation
laissez-faire fucking government this was.
Yeah, and now we at least know where quite a lot of the money must come from.
Well, we know that these creatures are living in some sort of socialist utopia, right?
Yes.
Because in Porky's Super Service, Porky seems to have stopped being a contractor.
Yeah.
He's got
himself a garage.
Yeah. Which we'll get to. But the price of gas for the gallon is 3 cents.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
But the state tax is 6 cents.
It's a lot.
City tax 4 cents. County tax 7 cents. Unemployment tax 3 cents. That's a 100% unemployment tax. Goes far enough to explain why people could just
do
sit around
whatever
their
they
asses
want.
Not being a contractor, and that's why there are only 2 contractors in the city. Social Security 5 cents, farm relief 2 cents, luxury tax 8 cents, and carpet tax 5 cents. Bringing it to 43 cents. They've got a lot of money lying about.
Yeah, just I think probably in a big pile.
Yeah,
somewhere.
But it goes a long way to explaining the welfare state and the frivolous nature of the monkey mayor.
I wonder how long he lasted in government.
I don't know.
We might find out.
I mean, I reckon he's still there.
Well, yeah. I mean, he seems to be giving the people what they want, which is
2 city halls,
a city hall and a half at least.
Yeah. A city hall and large girder-esque sort of structure.
Yeah.
So we're presuming that Porky sunk all his money from his
So all of his profits from that contract, he's kind of just went, right, I've always wanted to be a mechanic and own a petrol station of some description, and that's what he's done. He's sacked up his contract and business, possibly passed it on, and
maybe to that bricklaying bunny.
Possibly that was the bricklaying bunny's reward for being so awesome.
Yeah, so
with his ears,
prehensile
ears.
Yeah.
So now he's working in the garage.
Because that makes sense, because he's not very good at working at the garage.
No,
he whiffs it.
He's
pretty much 100% of the time. Like,
I mean, he filled the car up with petrol. He did that reasonably well.
Yes,
but after that, it went downhill quite quickly.
Yeah, which means that's why he's had to sort of set up his own business, sink a lot of money into it, because
he was never going to get a job
in this sort of clearly state-run sort of employment program. He was never going to get the job of mechanic.
No, I wouldn't have employed him.
But so he's lucky to land that contract.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why he specifically went for that, because he was like, right, I'll play to my strengths, because hunting is not it. Camping's not it. Building appeared to be it, but mainly because of the bunny.
But it wasn't his dream.
Wasn't his dream. His dream was to own a petrol station.
Which he no longer
has.
Like that. In the end, he whiffed it to the point.
I proper whiffed it.
Where like,
it got pulled out of the ground and then collapsed around him.
Yeah. That old rabbit woman has quite a lot of a petrol station
attached to her car. Yeah. For the thanks of her small
We think she was
child.
a rabbit.
Yeah, well,
her kid was a rabbit.
Like the kid was definitely a rabbit.
But she looked more like a goat.
Yeah.
And most of the people in the car seem to be goats or dogs.
Possibly adopted. Possibly a nanny.
Maybe the father's a rabbit.
Yeah.
We're getting a bit... But yeah, the goats and dogs seem to be higher class citizens in this world.
Seem to have more
thus
money.
far.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely seem to have more money going about.
Everybody they're serving
them
is a dog or a monkey mayor. Like the standard background.
So you're thinking possibly like monkeys in the hierarchy are really high up. They're kind of like your politicians and they seem to be doing reasonably well.
Dogs and goats seem to be like the ones you see in the background all the time, just kicking around, not doing a lot,
swanning about.
Yeah, taking advantage of the 100% unemployment tax.
Yeah.
They seem to be just doing what they want, whereas everyone else seems to be working.
Kind of
we have seen one dog working, but again, questionable.
Like dogs either seem to be driving cars about or pets.
Yeah, they really exist at both extremes of the spectrum thus far. With everyone else,
possibly it's different species of dog fall in different orders.
It's definitely a different dog breed was the guy working on the construction site to the one you're seeing sort of everywhere.
Yeah, just kind of milling.
So maybe that's it. Maybe a specific dog breeds like fall in different places in the social hierarchy.
Yeah. I think that makes sense at the moment, anyway, with what little information we have currently.
So currently in the Space Jam continuum, 1937 is some sort of socialist, heavy
financial boom,
state-run government.
Yeah.
And the economy doesn't seem to be a problem. It's not sustainable.
It's definitely not sustainable. I mean, everyone seems to have a fair bit of money kicking about, especially when you can, throw away your taxes like that. But it's definitely not. It's not going to last long, I don't think.
Yeah.
And if it does, there's some severe corruption at governmental levels.
Well, we'll find out, I'm sure.
I'm sure we will.
I'm sure. Okay, so next up we have the first appearance of Egghead, apparently.
Not one of your more well-known.
Yeah, so I looked up, I've never known this character as Egghead. To look at him, I was like, oh, it's that guy.
It's that guy.
But yeah, Egghead's new to me. This is his first appearance. It's Egghead Rides Again, which seems an odd name for someone's first appearance.
Has he ridden once?
Apparently not. Apparently it's the first appearance of Egghead.
Well, there you go. So yeah,
maybe there's one later called Egghead Rides the First Time.
And it does like
like
back in time.
Back in time,
sort of like Wayne's World-esque.
Yeah,
sort of bit.
Yeah. So Egghead Rides Again. Right, that panned out differently to what I expected.
Yeah.
Because I thought we were going to be dealing with an Old West sort of situation, which we sort of were.
Yeah.
And I thought we were going to have to reconcile some sort of cataclysmic event.
Yeah, that kind of went from the world we know,
which is all humans, to the animal realm. I thought we were doing maybe a sort of Planet of the Apes situation, but over a much shorter space of time. But turns out, Egghead Rides Again, set in 1937.
Yeah, still happens in the same time for him.
Got Egghead. He's in like his bed sit.
Yeah.
He gets turfed out.
Rudely evicted.
Rudely evicted.
Yeah. And posts himself.
He posts himself
to a job as
that's where those
puncher.
tax dollars from Porky's Super Service are going, presumably, in a very... Because he just put a stamp on an envelope, put himself in the envelope.
And then off he went.
And that presumably cost him, like, just a normal...
Whatever it was for a stamp,
Whatever it was for a stamp. So, like, tax dollars clearly keeping the postal service...
Tip-top.
But he posts himself to a ranch in Wahoo, Wyoming.
Yeah. To get a job as a cow puncher.
Like...
That was his job.
Like... Is that
a good cow puncher as well?
A good one.
Like, is he punching good cows? Or is he good at punching cows?
I don't know. I'm wondering if cow puncher is something like an actual thing.
Well, I think cow puncher is actually a job, or at least it was a job.
I'm going to find out.
You find out.
But yeah.
I'm fairly certain that cow punching is or was a name for a job.
It's just another name for a cowboy.
Right. Okay.
Right. That's
but again,
new to me.
Good cowboy. That's pretty much what they were asking for.
Yeah. So he posts himself there, but the interesting thing is that it's all humans
entirely
in Wyoming.
Yeah, entirely. The landlord was human as well. The landlord that kicked him out was human.
But we know
some humans are kicking about in the city.
Like they're in the city because we've seen humans interacting with the sort of humanoid animals before.
But in Wyoming, it was entirely human ranchers.
And like his employment seems a concern to him, and he was evicted.
Yeah.
So I'm on the working theory currently that the welfare state put in place by the hyper tax that the monkey government
seems to be
running
doesn't apply to
humans.
Yeah.
And as a result, there is some sort of demarcation line.
Yeah.
And basically Wyoming's sort of like a human colony township.
Yeah, area.
They have to,
fend for themselves.
Fend for themselves. Some of them are chancing it in the city, trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
But
don't get the benefits.
But they don't get the same benefits that the humanoid dogs and goats.
Yeah, seem to just be able to flaunt.
Flaunt openly.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's currently the theory I'm working on.
Yeah.
In reconciling these.
Yeah, kind of how it's all going to fit together. But the thing is that like when he was off doing his job as a cow puncher, like the calf that he was chasing does definitely hog time at the end and is standing there on its hind legs, quite victorious, quite happy.
Yeah,
so it seems to be. It's not.
But all the animals were on all fours until then, right?
There was some as it was running away. There was some kind of hind leg, kind of classic.
Do you think that like something that there's an event that turns a regular animal into?
Yeah.
Like there's a moment.
Yeah, so like under a moment of stress, it then kind of snaps apart in its brain and it goes, "Oh, hold on, I can probably just like induced mutation, maybe like some sort of." So you're suggesting that for the fish, it was
the alcohol. Yeah, they were normal fish.
They were just swimming about,
and then they were wandering up on the land. They were getting in a rowboat and they were singing a song, playing the banjo.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So because it was obviously their lifelong goal.
It was. So it's a calf, just normal calf,
about to get branded,
stuff, and then something clicks in that calf's mind, and suddenly he's on his hind legs. He's tying knots.
Yeah, with his magic hands.
With magic hoof
hands. First part in any of them that we've watched where something defies gravity.
Yeah.
Like, just willingly defies gravity as well.
Yeah.
Not
the classic
run out
momentarily you haven't noticed that you're not standing on anything.
Yes.
Then
down you go.
Upside
it literally down. Just walked straight under a cliff edge.
So maybe that was like the little thing that like went off in the back of the brain. It's like, wait a second, I'm not a normal calf.
Yeah,
I've got some shit going on.
Maybe physics doesn't work normally.
Yeah. So maybe we're working on the theory then that the normal sort of animals could at any moment
just switch to
just son of Well, we might be dealing we might be dealing with a sort of like X-Men sort of situation.
Yeah, where it takes like a moment of like high stress or something like that to kind of activate the
or we
dormant
might be
genes.
dealing with just sort of blanket radiation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's something going on.
There's definitely something that changes them from your standard kind of like sentient animal to like a super sentient animal.
Due to the fact that they've installed government and they have run of the city.
Yeah, they've been at it for a while.
Then this has obviously been happening for a while, and it's also obviously once you've switched.
That's it. You're there now.
Presuming that calf is now
going to put some pants on.
Probably put some pants on.
Move to the city.
Get on welfare.
Yeah, to just instantly go on welfare. It's like this is me now. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah. So I think we've answered a lot in this first episode. I think more has come together. We've got a good picture of
the world in which it's based.
We've got socialist monkey-run government in the city.
Yeah.
Huge taxes, massive state intervention.
Yeah.
Massive welfare state. Doesn't apply to humans.
No.
There's a definite demarcation.
Yeah.
And in Wyoming, at least, it's mostly humans.
Yeah. And we know kind of how, or we've got a theory of to how the animals turn from your standard animal into something a bit more.
Really trying to work out
what's kind of kick-started that, though. Not entirely sure yet.
Yeah, not sure.
Whether there was some sort of experiment or, maybe it's just standard evolution in that universe.
Maybe, but it's raised more questions about like Porky's dog. Like what happens if he turns into a sort of he suddenly becomes.
So I was suggesting that Porky's dog isn't just a sub and cleans his house when he's not there. Because I still like that idea.
He might. Yeah.
I still like
we'll keep
I
it
like
for now.
the idea.
We'll keep it for now.
But
but I'm just saying that
it doesn't have to be that.
It is now possible.
Yeah, there is alternatives.
It's possible that that's not the case.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it there for this episode. Where I think we've made a good start. We've built a nice picture.
Yeah, we've got an idea of where
what
we're
we're dealing with.
Yeah.
It's gone better thus far than I thought it would.
It's much more coherent than I expected it to be straight away, because I thought we were just going to be
just like
flailing around.
Yeah, but it's gone reasonably well. Tune in again for whatever we call this. You probably know if you've clicked on it.
Yeah,
whereas we don't know.
Not a clue at the moment.
So,
we'll get there, though.
Tune into this thing where we...
Next time.